All right, 12.
Crazy.
I was not prepared.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow.
I only saw it over the weekend before you did. I wondered if you had seen it.
I had never seen. I was like, oh my God, wow.
Oof, crazy.
Thankfully, the person only had minor injuries.
Seriously.
All right, let's talk weather. This Memorial Day, obviously, people are probably going to be out and about, whether they're going to the cemeteries or just meeting with people. What is it going to feel like? I thought it was going to rain, but I'm glad it's not.
Right. That's the big thing that everybody should know. No rainfall. We're good there. We're going to stay dry the rest of this Memorial Day. But it really depends on where you're at. If you're going to get some holiday sunshine, if you will, or if you're just going to keep on seeing that gray sky we had earlier in the day. Now, this is looking out toward the National Cathedral from our rooftop camera. This is more of a northerly direction, and we're seeing some of that blue sky if you look north from the district. But if you were to turn our camera and look south, you wouldn't see any blue sky. You would just continue to see a blanket of clouds. And again, that is going to be the clear divide that sticks with us through the rest of the day today. There are all of those clouds from I-66 in D.C. southward. Once you head north up toward north central western Maryland, the eastern panhandle, it is totally sunny. Now, we are noticing this cloud deck slowly but surely getting pushed off to the south, so that means we will get some more sunshine around the district, parts of Prince William, Fauquier counties, all the way out toward Front Royal. But the more south that you go, it's more likely than not that these clouds, they're not going much of anywhere as we move forward the rest of the day today. Now, a few light showers. We're trying to get going with this cloud cover down across portions of northern Virginia, southern Maryland, but they dissipated just that quickly, only bringing a few sprinkles, and that is going to be the last of any rainfall we are going to deal with here today. Now, as far as how it feels, well, those of us that see more and more of these clouds, the same cool trend we've had throughout the holiday weekend continues. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s where that cloud cover is. But if you're off to the north, well, it's already pushing 70 degrees, and we are more likely to see the mid 70s up toward the Pennsylvania-Maryland line. Now, all of this is coming along with a low pressure center that is pushing off the Atlantic coast, taking some leftover showers with it down toward the Carolinas, and we're going to keep a relatively quiet pattern for us here the rest of the day today. But going into the middle of the week, different story. There's another system developing over the south central plains, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, that'll eventually move toward us. Now, here we go. The rest of the afternoon, look at that clearing that takes place for many of us by 3 to 4 p.m. There may be a few more clouds down towards central Virginia, southern Maryland overall, but you get the picture here. We are expecting more sunshine, at least through the last third of the day today. Now, we'll keep relatively clear skies for the start of the night, but as we begin the day tomorrow, just like that, just that quickly, we're going to have plenty of clouds rolling back in from that next storm system that begins its approach. We could perhaps see a couple of light showers, some drizzle down to the south and west toward the Shenandoah Valley, but we mainly will hold off on any sort of steadier rainfall until the late afternoon, early evening. That's when some isolated showers will be arriving here before the end of the day Tuesday. But for the most part, the soggiest weather, it arrives late Tuesday night, going into Wednesday morning. The middle of this week is going to be a bit of a soaker with plenty of steady rainfall throughout the morning on Wednesday, but it doesn't last. We are likely to see most of that steady rain kick out, and we'll have some drier conditions for a brief time by Wednesday afternoon. So that's the general theme. Today's dry, but we begin to see those rain showers and cooler temperatures once again through Wednesday. But look at the end of the week. We're starting to warm back up for the start of June with some sunshine back in the mix by the time we get to Friday.